All righty. Hey, everybody. It's Cajun Coin Hunter, AKA Boo Lu. How y'all are tonight? That's the After Mater Workshop show. I reckon. Illinois Rides. Been here for a few minutes. What's going on? I sent you a link. Number one thug stacking's in the house. Boom, 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 boom. All right. There you go. I'm going to do my chat here. Okay. Live chat. And let's see who's going to show up tonight. Mater's still going on. He had a 10-minute warning or a 5-minute warning earlier. Mike Hodge, how you doing, mon ami? Was crack-a-lacking. All right, not a problem, Kent. Hoop, hoop, hooper. What's going on, mon ami? Brian Hooper's in the house. UFO's in the house. What's going on, mon ami? How you been? I hadn't seen you in, what, about a week and a half or 2 weeks, something like that. You must have been busy. Shaggy Rifleman's in the house. And you finally finished that Frugan roof. Yeah, well, that's good. I hope you got that ridge line all nice and straight when them raptors fell on you and all that. Baton Rouge chef is in the house. What's going on, Baton Rouge? Man, I ain't seen you in it's been a while. Miss Maria, how you doing? Oh, which one I'm on? I'm on my Boo? No, I'm on my Cajun side. Okay. But I go by both either way. I did, yeah, I am on my Cajun Coin Hunter side. So, how'd y'all fare out on that storm, Miss Maria? Yeah, my cars, but they had a lot of damage on that. I'm gonna kind of, uh, it was repair, tear off, repair, put back on. Uh, yeah, I would have done that in a day and a half myself, with a crew of two, me and two other people. But uh, he had problems with orders, material, stuff like that. But I wouldn't have even started on that before all the material would have got on the ground from a local lumber yard. So how'd y'all fare out, Miss Maria? Had to get rescued yesterday with no power. Oh, and why did you have to get rescued? Uh,
Evening, all.
hey, Ken, what's going on tonight? How you doing, bud?
Not too bad.
At least I can hear you over on this end. Uh,
Yep.
I had to interrupt earlier, and you was trying to talk, and I said, "Whoa, wait a minute, guys, let's let Ken talk. He's been trying to talk for 5 minutes here." Yeah, Mike, this roof had a whole lot of issues that needed fixing. I wish it was just tear off and put on, but yeah. Well, Shaggy, I was yeah, and I told you that story already for that hurricane damage for Katrina. When I was over in Alabama, framing houses. I was running a crew for a guy framing houses, and he was on his own houses, and we had three houses actually going at one time. And it's yeah, when you have a good crew that know what they're doing, they know exactly what to do. You can leave them alone, tend to your house while you're framing it. Let them go over there, take care of some storm damage. Oh, train. Okay, trains passed. UFO Cajun. I set up the auction for Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. My community strike is done. Okay. All right. Well, send me an email on that, and I can spread the word for you. Well, for one, I'm diabetic, and I can't get in the heat. My daughter and granddaughter were so worried about me. Okay. All right. Let's see. Trying to see something in between here. Nope. I didn't see a comment in between. Okay. Well, I thought you had your medication and all that all set up. Trying to UFO said, trying to get caught up with you. Hey, UFO, I'm gonna have to give you my phone number. That way you could give me a shout and let me in on the inside info. And if you want to have a auction, I'll advertise it for you, no problem. My mom lives 15 minutes from me, and they're staying no power there for at least a week. Oh, I can imagine, Miss Maria. I can imagine. The storm is right south of me right now. I mean, the center of circulation. It's not as bad as it was. It just got downgraded from a tropical storm this morning to depression, but it's still right at tropical storm level with 35-mile-an-hour winds, 35-mile-an-hour winds. So, yeah, you folks send me a email if you don't mind, and I'll put my phone number in there for you. Send me an email with your number, and then I'll reply to your email with my number, and we'll advertise that for you. Not a problem. You gotta support your buddy's channels.
Have a good night, Shaggy.
Mike Haas, the guy that lived behind me as a kid, went to Florida after Hurricane Andrew. He came back and retired. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, you can make real good money after a storm. You got to be licensed and bonded and all that too. Uh, in fact, we were licensed and bonded. All right, let's see. Redline Gary was fixing to go to bed, but y'all up. Oh, Youngin's up. He had to fall to school and his face met a desk. Oh boy, that's not cool. All right, Shaggy, Plutot, take it easy. All right, I'm trying to keep up with chat. Like last night, somebody said I didn't. I missed a comment. I did get just about everybody's comment, but there was so much going on last night. We had like what, 35 people, 30 people in here last night.
That's a good chat.
Yeah, and we had some good engine talk, tool talk, all kind of other stuff too. What good some good train super chat trains going on. People coming in with that.
I seen one or two of those before I went to bed last night.
Yeah, I was surprised. Didn't you put in one of them? No?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Somebody that's a name close to you that did then. Cajun, you got to pay somebody to read the chat for you. You're a celebrity now. I am not a celebrity. Okay? I mean, one of the guys that's in the small engine community, which is Pate's Performance, him and his wife, he's like, Cajun, you a legend. Boo, you a legend in small engine community. I'm like, no, I'm not no legend. No, I mean, I've been known. Well, look, no, I'm not a legend. I just help a lot of people out with, and I have. Uh, I, no, I'm not a legend. No, like Pate's performance said. Pate, he's got. Uh, I forget how many subscribers he's got.
I'm not sure.
Him and you know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, yeah, Jason. Yeah. Well, one night he came in my stream, and I asked him. I posed a question to him. I says, "I'm trying to find a top cylinder kit, the whole kit, not the separate parts for a 150 BT. Husqvarna backpack book." And he put the links up where that he did put one kit up, but it was too expensive because I could have, I could get that cheaper separate. He said, "Well, man, you are the legend. I'm surprised you asked me to look that up for you." I said, "I am not a legend."
He's got
And
about
everyone,
4.7 thousand subscribers.
almost 5,000 subs. Okay, and
Yep.
me, I only got hell, I don't even have that with my two channels combined. Okay, I got 1,100 on Boo, and I got 1,600 on this one. Okay, so I don't even have what he has. And he has way more videos out than I got on small engine repair. Way more. Because that's what his channel's about, is small engine repair.
Yeah,
Him,
he does a lot
double
of repair
him,
stuff as well.
double wide six, the medic mower, Bruce's shop, Bruce Pender, aka Bruce's shop. Man, all those guys are big dogs. Mixed mowers, Pterodactyl, Terrell fixes all.
Yep.
Those are the legends. Just because I hang around those guys, and Zippo Varga, okay, he's another one. He's a good friend of mine. He wants me to go up there in Indiana and shoot pool with him. Stay at his house for a week. I'm like, drink a couple of Coors Lights, long necks. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a Coors Light fan, me. I just don't drink beer no more, but what the heck. So, Zephyr, what's going on? Somebody mentioned a legend. He said, I'm here. What's up, Zephyr? My brother from another mother. And my uncle Bradley Hight's in the house. What's up, Bradley Height? Mon ami, Mononke, Mononk, over there in Las Vegas. Bradley, I need you down here. I got a damn water leak under my house. I can't get under my house. I need you over here. I don't know where the leak's at, but I know I heard it earlier. I got to go out and turn my water off. Line said I'm a bit sore and ended up losing a tooth. Oh, man. Come on, Gary. All right, let's see. Where did he say he was going to bed? Going to bed, then he's I just know I got a dentist appointment tomorrow, get it fully checked. UFO say, "Oh, I missed you live last night, Casey." Well, that's all right. You caught it tonight, brother. Yeah, once I replumb my house, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna use I'm going with all pecs. Uh, 'Cause that's gonna. Juan Prance is in the house. What's up, Juan? Uh, I'm gonna go in my attic with my pecs, not under my house, because in the attic it stays warm. The attic's warmer for a freeze, and I don't have to turn my water off like that. And believe me, I know about pecs. I've ran miles and miles of picks in the past 10 years. Oh, okay. I got your red line. All right, hold on. Let me boom. Let me find my email. Let's see if I got the yep. There it is, right there. All right, red line. Check your email.
So Zaphael said, "How big is your crawl space? Would be nice if your house had shut-off valves to areas. That's not a bad idea if you're going to be running it up into the attic."
Yeah, well, it's not that's what made me talk about running replumbing my house up to the attic. Uh, because I will only have from my meter box in the ground, I'll come up under my house and I'll come up in my foyer and run the pegs in the corner of the wall, and I can make a fake beam. I can enclose that, and then under my house where uh, it's going to come in, that's going to be insulated, and that's going to be three quarter, 3/4 or 1 inch. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with 3/4 because I'm gonna run some 3/4 up in, and then tee off uh, straight across behind me over here. I'm only gonna have very few connections. I'm gonna have a tee for my cold, tee for the hot, uh, at my kitchen sink right behind me, and then it's gonna go catacorner to my washer and dryer in my bathroom. I have a huge bathroom, and then I would just tee off of that to go down to the sink and the toilet, and all that's going to be in the wall. Going down, and then I get my stub out right there.
Evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good, sir.
Oh, real good, Gary.
Yeah, I was just dealing with a little bit of stuff. Ain't no real biggie. Little ice and, things like that.
Ice.
Ice.
What you mean ice? Y'all getting a freeze up there?
No, for his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ice pack. Okay, all right. UFO say I still prefer copper. Yeah, which I don't have copper under my house. I got galvanized pipes, which every time I do a repair, I put PEX. And the only problem I had was last year when we had that real hard freeze. And I mean a hard freeze. We were, it was below 32 for a week. And I had a shark bite fitting that popped off. That was the only problem I had. Oh, then I had a dresser sleeve. Bradley Hight knows what I'm talking about. A dresser sleeve. It's a PVC pipe with two nuts on the end of it with the gaskets. You just slip them over the pipes. Yeah, I had one of those that was leaking. My buddy that I used to work with, his dad owned the business, but he owns the business now. He got under my house. He didn't have to get under much, and he just tightened it up. That's all it was. It wasn't cracked or anything. It just swole up for the freeze, and then so all he did was tighten it up. No charge, nothing like that. Down here, Cajuns, we don't. If you're friends, you don't charge your friends nothing. for an easy job. If I'd have called anybody else, that'd have been $150 minimum. No, Bradley's not in Texas. He's in Las Vegas and in Utah at times.
I've heard of those shark bites you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've never
they
used
good.
them.
They good. You're not supposed to use them inside of a wall, enclosed wall, because you just might have a problem with them. And I had the indoor shark bites. They make two different styles of shark bite. But anyway, this was a hard freeze for a week that we had, and that's rare down here where I'm at. That's rare. If I'd have had my plumbing in my attic, no problem. No problem. I wouldn't have had nothing. Potty ant. Nothing. Shark bites generally fine if installed correctly, which they're not. Yeah. Yeah, I know about the shark bites, and I did that one shark bite 3 years ago, and boom. Yep, UFO. No, I'm tired of copper under the house, which I don't have. I've galvanized pipe under there, and all that's going to be in the next couple of years. Everything's going to be in my attic, and it's all going to be fixed. Because we very rarely get a hard freeze. And if we do get a hard freeze, I can always turn my water off at my meter in my front yard. I could just turn the water off, and all the water's going to drain out the pipes. Everything's coming from the top and coming down out the faucets. So there's going to be no water in there at all. And right there where my PEX is going to go up in my house is not far. I could just scoot under the house and open a valve and let that water out right there. So I wouldn't have no problem with water in the pipes freezing. And I've sorted many copper joints. Believe me, I've sorted many copper joints doing plumbing. I remember the first time I ran a load of PEX in an attic. We did a test. I had two leaks. And the reason they leaked was because I forgot the ring. And they were barely leaking. I forgot to put the ring on the connection and crimp it with the crimpers. That was the only reason they were leaking. I know Bradley Hight, real plumbers don't use short bikes, okay? Yeah. Real plumbers don't use them, but I had an emergency situation where I had to use a shark bite. My buddy that I worked with, ran a crew for, was at the camp, okay? And I needed water right away. So I used a shark bite. And hell, shark bites are cheap down here. $4, $4. That's it for a shark bite. Zephyr, I wonder about 60 plus year effects and how the plastic will be after many years. Well, I don't know. Pecs ain't been out that long, so I have no idea about it. But I know I like the stuff.
I would say
And
after a certain amount of time, it's going to eventually break down. But the question is, how long is that going to take?
right, right.
Well, that could
Well,
be geographically dependent too.
Yep.
yeah, correct, correct.
You know, and
Uh,
especially if you've got it in an area where it's not so much due to temperature changes or direct sunlight, that stuff could probably last pretty close to that, I would say.
uh, we use pecs at the hunting camp, Lake Arthur Hunting Club, and that was all exposed to the air elements, but it was underneath the shade. Never got any sunlight on it. The PEX pipe never got sunlight on it because sunlight, ultraviolet rays, is one of the enemies of PEX. It has to be out of the sun. And that stuff's still going on after 15 years.
And so they
And
use the PEC stuff in all the modular homes around here in North Carolina.
modular homes, you mean like the double wide mobile homes?
Yep, the ones that they slap together.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. But it what color is the PEX?
I want to say it's red.
Red and blue.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's a modern PEX then.
Okay.
No, I mean I'm asking you that question. Is
Oh,
that
I
the
don't know. I don't
modern
know enough
PEX?
about it. I don't know enough
Okay,
about it to talk accurately.
okay, because they used to have a plastic pipe years ago that wasn't PEX, but it was close to it. When you're dealing with polypropylene and all the plastic, different kind of pipes like PVC, you got two different PVC pipes. You
Yes.
know, uh, and then you got your third PVC, which is a conduit, electrical conduit that's resistant to ultraviolet rays. My hot house, high tunnel that's been out there for 7 years is made out of the electrical conduit. Uh, there's no signs of failure or nothing. If I'd have used white PVC and 2 years or 3 years with the sun hitting that through that greenhouse film, that stuff would have just busted open and popped and ripped the plastic and all that. That stuff's been up there 7 years, close to 8 years.
Have a good night, Mike.
Mike Hodge is heading out. All right, Mike. Appreciate you coming in, bud. That's right, Jungle Bob. Yeah, you can use that on PEX on copper. Yeah, I mean PEX. Shark bites on copper. Yes. Uh, I'm the one that turned shark bites on to Johnny Best, my buddy. He had a leak, a couple of leaks in his attic from a freeze we had a few years back, about 4 or 5 years ago. That shark bite is still right there, chug a lugging. It's doing its job. And UFO says as long as it's not exposed to sunlight, effect should be okay. That's right. Yep. Yep. I was just talking about that. That's why y'all wonder about 60-year-old pick. Not 60 plus year pick. Yeah. I think he means like 60 years from now. Yeah. Well, they doing all kind. Picks even changed in the last 10 years. They upgraded it. You know, they're getting better and better with their processes. Carlos, C, what's up, my dude? What's cracking? Appreciate you coming in, bud. Dang. And in PVC, I've laid a lot of PVC in my life too, you know. But I would still rather PEX. And I remember about 20 to 25 years ago, these apartment buildings, we were framing. I was doing the trim work on them, and the plumbers were there, and they had all these manifolds with I don't know if it was PEX or what, but somebody ordered the wrong rings, the wrong bands for the connections, and when they started pressurizing those lines, man, there was leaks everywhere. Everywhere there were leaks. And I went outside and hollered at the plumber, hey, man, look, hey, y'all drowning us over here. You know, y'all got leaks all over the place. They were like, oh, man. So they released the pressure on the pipes and couldn't find out somebody ordered the company sent the wrong bands, connection bands, or somebody ordered the wrong connection band. All right, Bob, hold on a minute. Let me find my email. There we go. All right, yeah, that's the right link.
See, for me, growing up in a military family, we always lived in base housing. So they had maintenance personnel that would always do all the repairs. So I never really learned how to do stuff like that growing up. So if I have a plumbing issue, I call somebody like Bradley. He's the expert. I'm going to pay him to do his job.
Yeah. Yeah. Bradley Hight is one of the best plumbers that I know. Because he deals with all kind of stuff. Golf courses. He could rattle off a couple of names that I wouldn't even recognize in the plumbing industry. Okay. But I am a plumber. Okay. I'm not certified and licensed, but I can't count on my fingers and toes and all that how many houses I done plumbed. And they got different vent systems, you know, for venting. You know, like a kitchen sink. You know, you always got to have a vent, you know, for the water to flow. They got different styles of vent systems. They got a closed-end vent, a loop vent that will vent. Okay, I really don't like that type of venting, but Bradley Hight will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Bradley Hight's way better than me in plumbing. Okay, and I am not going to try to correct him because he is the master plumber. Now, when it comes to fishing on a snapper boat or offshore fishing boat, I am the master. Okay, because I used to run snapper boats out there, running them and crew boats. So you could actually call me on the fishing boat a master baiter. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now, does that make sense? I'm a master baiter. Yeah. I can bait a hook real good. And I've highlined many a times. I was known, I was in the top 5 fishermen in the Gulf. On beeliners and snapper. I was one of the top 5 in the Gulf.
I had a guy I was in the Marine Corps with. He does that fast lining or something up in like Massachusetts area. Some sort of hand lining or something to the effect thereof.
Fishing?
Out on a big fishing boat. Yep.
Oh, okay. Hand lining. Hand lining or Massachusetts. Oh, yeah. In the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. All right. Yeah, hey, I got to give them fishermen up their respect. They dealing with a lot more issues than we are down here in the Gulf. There was probably long lining up there.
Yes, that's
Cyclops,
what it is. Long lining.
long line. Cyclops Stacks, how you doing, mon ami? There's Steve Rice right there. Said Cajun. I forgot that Bradley is a plumber. No wonder he can afford to melt all that gold and silver. That's right. Yeah. He's got access to the gas. Yeah, no, hey, Bradley Hight is a awesome silversmith. Okay, he is a silversmith and a goldsmith also. The man knows what he's doing. He makes his own molds. He melts all that gold and silver, puts it in molds, works his butt off and his fingers off to polish all that stuff up so y'all can buy it from him. There's a lot of hours into one little piece of silver art. Okay. I think he made a guitar a while back. Wasn't that you, Bradley? You made a guitar a while back? Bust out another 1,000. Yeah, that's right. Bust out another 1,000. Yeah, but no, I'm talking about fishing boats with diesel engines, not an outboard motor. Okay. Not an outboard. I'm talking about 80-foot boats. Okay. 70, 80-foot, 100-foot boats. Anthony Robles in the house. Yep, still working on the guitar. You know what? We're gonna get my uncle up here. Where you at, Bradley? In here, Bradley Hight. There you are. Okay, boom, boom. All right. Hey, Uncle Bradley, jump your butt up in here and say hi to your nephew.
Have a good night, UFO.
UFO's gone. All right, UFO, take it easy, bud. Appreciate you coming in, mon ami, as always. Oh, UFO. Yeah. Remind me about that transmitter. A transmitter. When I call you, remind me about that that World War II transmitter. Beep beep. Road runner. What's up, Road runner? What's up, Mr. Patrick? You're hanging out with Travis. Travis Tritt. Or Lemonhead Penny. But tell Lemonhead I said hello. See if I missed anything in chat. There's Jungle Bob. I hope you got your internet working right.
Hope so.
That way we can understand what you're saying.
I hope so. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I hear some crickets in the background.
I can't get rid of that.
No, I guess not. I'll tell you what, it sounds good though. The crickets outside,
I can't
and
be
the rain
perfect.
frogs and all that. It does sound good.
I can't be perfect occasion. Can't be perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Well, looky here.
Second, I'm gonna step outside.
All right, Kent. Well, looky here. All the way from Las Vegas, Louisiana, there's my Uncle Bradley. What's up, no Bradley?
Good. How you doing?
Well, I can't complain, but we got that little storm right over us right now that's been hanging around for a couple of days, and it's going to be here for another day or two. So that messed up my wedding anniversary. Today is me and my wife's 10th anniversary. 9 years married, 10 years together. So we don't want to go out and eat at a restaurant, because of all the sha and blah 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 going on in the air. So and then we can't barbecue our ribs like we wanted to, cook out on the grill. So we're gonna have to do that this weekend after the storm passes through, if it's gone. We don't even know what's going on over there right now. You know, down here, 15 miles south of me now. That storm is right on us. It's a depression. I showed it earlier. It's a depression, but and it's still hanging around and raining. And if it's going to do like Hurricane Juan did years ago, when let's see, this is back in about 1987, 88. Hurricane Juan was down here, and it just lingered off of the coast of Vermilion Bay, and like for a week, it flooded South Louisiana like nobody's business. Put it this way: we had a major water leak.
Well, happy anniversary anyway, brother.
Thank
I
you.
can't see chats to everybody in chat. I just wanted to say hello real quick. Come up here. I didn't realize my phone was almost dead, so I'll just be up here for a minute. I'll jump back down and chat. So.
All right. Oh, Lemonhead's in the house. Where's Lemonhead at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Wait. Patrick said lemon. Where's? I don't see Lemonhead. See. He might just be agreeing with me when I said Lemonhead. Travis. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what's been going on, Bradley? You say you're still working on that guitar?
Yeah, but I had my grandson and son over all day, so I didn't really work on anything today. So, but I'll be working on stuff tomorrow. But yeah, here's the guitar.
Okay.
What's up, dude?
Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I did the wrong thing. There we go.
So,
Yeah, that's that silver guitar.
Yeah, so I got to put this piece on and all the strings. Like I said, I got this piece all the way drawn out now.
You get the silver guitar strings.
Yeah, 3 nice fine silver. So I'll put it now. I'll solder this piece on, and I got 6 pins still to put inside here to attach the strings on. So this will be the first one that goes on. This is the thickest piece of the 6 guitar strings. So I still got to make 5 more that are smaller than this one. So 5 more extra small ones. So boom, 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 all the way down. And then solder all those in, and then I'll antique it, and then the guitar will be done. But I just got these ones all finished in. And
okay, what you gonna do? How you gonna thin the? You gonna stretch? You gonna stretch that silver wire to make them thinner?
Yeah, I have a draw plate right here.
Okay, all right.
So right now we're at size 0.475. By the time we're done, we'll be going all the way down to 0.35, which is a little bit bigger than a human hair.
Right.
And that'll be the small the string for the guitar. So we'll go. Here's our biggest one. Here's one of the pins right here that will get drilled down inside here, and then filed off, sexied up, soldered in, Then we'll go all the way down to 0.335 for the last string, and then I'll get everything all sexied up and I'll antique it. And I already got stamped 3 nice fine silver right here, because everything on here is 3 nice fine silver.
Cool.
My stamp is inside there, the skull, and then the V8.
Right.
But yep, got that one off.
I tell you what, them strings, that bridge, and them strings are gonna be the hardest part of assembling that guitar.
That looks like some very tedious work.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Whoever said that, let's let Bradley Hight. Okay, Bradley, I said those strings in that bridge is going to be the hardest part of the assembly of that guitar.
Well, no offense, I love you, Cajun. Every bit of this guitar has been a really pain in the butt too. Like all this right here.
Yeah. But them strings are going to be the hardest part, though.
Oh, it's going to be just to draw this down this fine right here was a pain in the butt. To get down to the finest one, it's it's gonna be so hard without breaking it. It's gonna, and then melting it once I solder it on there is gonna. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error. I can promise you that right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not all gonna fall in line together the first time. I can imagine.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like here's the piece of wood that I made the guitar out of right here. I hollowed it all out.
Right. Yeah. That's your molds. That's what you made your molds with. Yeah.
Then here's the neck. What I should have did, which I didn't do, I did it on the silver part instead of the wood. I should have casted it. But see how I filed every bit of these down? That's all been filed down to make them like that. I should have did that on the wood and then casted it like that. But like I said, it's the first one I've ever made, so it's a lot of trial and error on it. It's like this should have casted it into the sand also. I shouldn't have to worry about soldering this piece on, but now I have to. So it's just, like I said, it's a lot of trial and error, but it's stinking fun to me though. So it's a little
that whammy bar cast.
It's a challenge, you know.
So you had a lot of what do you call silver filings, all the little powder left over when you was filing down that neck.
I got about 10 ounces of silver just in filing.
Dang.
Yeah, easily.
Oh yeah, Zephiel wants to know if you can actually get a tone out of it.
Oh, I'm afraid even once I get those strings on there, I don't even want to touch them. So I still got to make a little pick for it still too. That's between the strings.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to keep all my shavings in here. Was almost halfway full, which is almost about 25 ounces of silver, just the shavings.
Dang it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like,
well, like you said, hindsight's 20/20. Yeah.
Yeah. That's 20 ounce. This was a 20 ounce tube, and that thing's just more than halfway full. So I say there's about 5 ounces in this tub right here. Yeah, that's actually more than 5 ounces. I can tell by the weight of it. But yeah, I save all the shavings as much as I can, and then whatever I don't goes into the sterling silver pot right here. Like all this is sterling silver inside here. Like here's a 5 ounce bar of sterling. Sterling I was rolling out for one of the clasps was doing well. I'm making an ounce and a half necklace out of sterling, so that's part of the clasp I'll be using to make. So, but yeah, I'm gonna actually jump off here. My phone's gonna so I'm gonna jump back down and chat. Come up, hello everybody, and I'll just jump back down and chat so I can say hello to everybody. So thanks for having me up, boys and girls.
All right, Uncle Bradley, take it easy, bud.
Yeah, I'll jump back down and
chat. For all your knowledge.
The pizza guy's in the house. What's up, pizza guy?
Hey, pizza guy.
I'll tell you what, that little guitar, that's a lot of work on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Man, especially them little bitty strings, stretching them strings out to get it to 0.325 or whatever it was.
I don't think I'd have the patience to be able to do all that.
Oh, well, yeah, Bradley, he does have the patience. Now, hey, he's made a lot of fine, intricate. He is a silversmith, okay? That's what I call a silversmith. Not just a silver pourer, okay? A silversmith.
I believe it. I can't even imagine trying to do something like this.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at his channel. He's got a lot of interesting stuff on there.
Oh, yeah. He does make some nice stuff. And I'll tell you what, it goes for, it's pricey, But hey, look how much work has gone into that stuff.
That's why I'm so proud. I imagine. I don't know. I'm going to stick with my socket wrenches.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, me too. That's right, pizza guy. Bradley is great at what he does. All right, and he's back in the chat. Yeah, it is hard. That's right. It is art, not just silver. That's what I was saying earlier.
I believe it.
He is a silversmith. Silversmith, like a blacksmith. You know, they can make anything you want out of iron and steel, and the forge and all that. Well, he does have a forge. You know, Bradley does have a forge, uh, but you know, it's uh, kind of a different type of forge than the blacksmith's got.
Yeah. Yeah, different setup. But yeah, but that takes a talent.
No talent. Oh yeah, a lot of thought
Either
too.
way, it doesn't matter which kind, but a blacksmith, it takes a talent knowing when to how to beat the metal right and how to, when you got to quench it and do all make so it doesn't get hardened off. It's got to get hardened off the right way. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
just something that's involved with it. I could never do it.
Oh, yeah, they had a blacksmith in town where I grew up at in Abbeville, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Sam Garino. Uh, he was a blacksmith. His grandpa was a blacksmith in town. His dad was a blacksmith. He was a blacksmith. He made a lot of Nutra muskrat molds. Uh, and I'll tell you what, it's a museum now. His old blacksmith shop almost in the center of town is a museum.
Well,
Where he was at, where he was at with his blacksmith shop was just right out of town, just right on the edge of town. And the town grew so big, the town grew around him. And now that place is a museum.
okay, cool. That's good.
With the still with the dirt floors, dirt floor, you can't have wood floors.
Yeah, 'cause they catch on fire. They catch on fire.
That's right. Yeah.
Catch on
Yeah, that place is a museum now.
Yeah, yeah. I've never. I've seen a lot of history on blacksmithing and stuff. I've seen a lot, but I've never actually witnessed it in person, so to speak. But I've seen. I've done a little research because I find it interesting. But
Yeah.
but I don't think I could ever do it because it takes a special eye to. Not only that, the tools and you got to know what you're looking at, and it's
Yeah.
just
And that right there. And
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Muscle. That's when men were men.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. I agree.
They wasn't these little panty ass wipers with sitting behind a desk with a pencil telling you what to do or whatever. No, that's when men were men.
Well, there's a difference in that today too. There's people that think they can tell you based on what they read of how to go do something, but then there's those that actually out there doing it. There's
Yeah,
two
that's right. That's
stupid
right.
kind of people.
Yeah, you hit that nail on the head, Carpenter. You did.
I have people come over here and tell me when they're bringing their equipment. Well, it says do this, and do that. And they think it's all just like that. Well,
Yeah. Oh,
I tell you what. I tell you what. Here, I'm gonna put the parts in front of you. You go ahead and fix it.
Look. Look. We got Mater in the house.
Mater's back. He must have got his dinner.
Oh, he ate earlier.
I thought he said he had to eat. That's why he wasn't coming over.
Yeah,
Or had to-
I was going to bed or something. He
I
had that
think
5 minute.
sign
He had that
off.
5 minute warning earlier. So, but, all right, I'll be right back. I gotta go lean on the dock for a sec. Y'all take
I
over.
hear you.
Don't fall
I
over
hear
the
you.
dock.
Hey, that water ought to be pretty warm tonight.
Should be. It's been nice out lately up here.
Yeah. That'll be warm down the coast. They got a tropical storm coming through, so that water ought to be pretty warm. How you been doing, Eleanor?
I've been busy working on this house, trying to get it ready to sell. And then we started baseball again, so we got practice Monday and Wednesday nights.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you're busy all the time. You're just tired. You sound tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long couple of days, and I got to go to the range tomorrow to qualify, so it's gonna be a long day tomorrow too.
I got recertification or something like that.
Yep.
You pretty good shot.
For the most part.
What do y'all when they test y'all like that? What do you have to shoot? Just your sidearm, or do you have to do a rifle too? Or
No long ones, just the short ones, and it's out to 25 yards.
what are y'all carrying now? Glocks?
Yes.
Yeah. I keep those other stuff. But I was just curious what they make everybody do. I used to have a couple of local police officers I went to high school with that I stayed in touch with, and firing range is right up the street here from where I live, and they tell me what all they had to do and stuff.
Have a good night, Bradley.
I don't keep up with it much anymore. I'm just kind of curious how they do it now. That's good. I'm glad you keep your aim right. That way you don't make any mistakes. Shoot the wrong person.
Nope. Don't need that.
Half the time you don't really need it, but man, down here in Birmingham, Alabama, it's got crazy on our streets, man. It's just like people killing people every day. It's just nuts. And,
So you're in Birmingham?
yeah,
My cousins live down there.
yeah, it's a mess down here, man. It's a mess.
Yep, Mom. So my cousin, her husband actually works for the Birmingham Police Department.
Cool. Yeah, I know. Well, I got a couple of friends that work on the force field that I went to high school with, like I was telling you, out of the East Precinct here. But we've been through we got a new mayor a couple of years back, and he got reelected, so he's still in there. And then we got this police or whatever our new captain of the Birmingham Police Department. I think he came from California somewhere, or that might be the new county guy. But anyway, it's just all mess. We have so many murders. I mean, it's black on black all the time, and it's just a mess, especially over here close to where I live in East Birmingham. It's just, I mean, people just shoot each other. We had just a couple of weeks ago down in the shopping center down here close to where I live, Roebuck Shopping Center. There was a shooting in a men's clothing store, and the people that did the shooting were 18, 17 years old, and they were shooting on their own, own age people. I mean, and two of them died, and two of them were arrested. One of them ran off. They finally caught him later, and that same shopping center in the last 6 months, there's been 3 killings, and it's just. And one of them was a police officer got shot down there. He was undercover down there doing something, and he got shot by somebody. I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy. It's almost scary to go out shopping. You think don't go out at night, but these things happen during the daytime.
Yeah, it's crazy what it's getting to be.
It ain't like back in my day, that same shopping center that I'm talking about, where I grew up, because I moved back to my mama's home, back in the 80s. I was born in 68. I used to ride my bicycle down that shopping center. When I was a kid, that's what we did. We drove around the neighborhood on our bicycles. Everything's all safe, but you can't, you can't do that anymore. You can't even let your kids, like if you had kids, you can't let them go out and be kids in this neighborhood. You can't let them be out in their front yard. That's crazy. I'm not making that up. If you're telling me that you got people that live down here, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. Have a good night, Mater.
You know what I mean?
I do.
It's sad.
But it's getting like that all over the place. It's not just.
I know it's worldwide. I know, but it's just sad to see it in the neighborhood I grew up in. You can't just like buy your kid a bicycle and like come back when it's dark anymore. You can't do that.
No, because when I was a kid, as soon as the street lights came on, we had 5 minutes to get home.
Yeah, get your ass inside when the street lights come on. You know, that's dinner time. You eat, get a bath, and go to bed and get ready for school the next morning. You know, and that's how it was. But I'm telling you, these people down here, crazy. I mean, they just shoot people for no reason too. I mean, they get in a fight. You know, so like we used to just, if there's a disagreement, you know, either over a woman, and that was the most violent fight if it was ever over a girlfriend. But just smarting off thing, you just punch each other out. You fought, you know, and you know,
Usually
like
afterwards, you became friends too.
yeah, like a fist fight, you know, and then after that, then everything's over with, right? But now, people instead of fighting, if somebody says something smart, these people just, man, this guy that got shot down here the other day, he just said something smart, and the guy, I'm sure they were messing with something else, you know, probably drugs or some shit like that, probably was. But you know, just say the wrong thing, and they just pull a gun and shoot you. You know, they don't even want to argue with you. They don't, you know, you say something wrong, get shot. So, crazy. They're going to end up shutting that shopping center down. That was the best shopping center back in the day because that's where Cinema City 8 used to be. When it first opened up, it was a movie place, 8 cinema movie place that built back in the early 80s, like 80, 79, 80, 81. And it was the premier place to be down at the shopping center. Then it all started, everybody started, you know, high school students start cruising around the parking lot. So there were fights back then. Yeah, but it was fist fights. Like I'm talking
Yep.
now it's all drugs and drug money shit and yeah, you know. And this used to be a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood. Now it's 90% African American and 10% Caucasian. And you know, not that means anything. It's just that's just how the demographics have changed over the last 30 years.
Yep.
And, I hate it. Where did
Juan
it?
Prats is trying to get Mr. Gary to sing Britney Spears.
Oh yeah,
Not going to happen.
why?
No, I keep on telling him that one day I will do a song for him.
Red Line Gary. I'm not sure I know you really well, but nice to meet you.
Yeah, I've been around a little, but nice to meet you.
I don't get on. I just haven't seen you in chat. I get around sometimes, but I just nice to meet you. I'm just a good old boy from the south. I work on lawnmowers, small engines, make a living. That's basically all I do. And I'm a good old country boy. I don't like to take shit off nobody, and I don't expect anybody to give me any. And as long as it happens like that, everybody's cool. You know?
That's exactly how I am. I just build race cars and
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a big NASCAR fan. Uh, Old school NASCAR. I've been, you know, like I'm about 30 minutes from Talladega, 35 minutes from Talladega, and we used to have this track down here in town in Birmingham, BRR. That's when I was a little kid. We used to go down there short tracks, a half-mile track, paved track, where Red Farmer and all them used to get their, you know, where all the old school when it was really racing. I got that. I don't want to go in all that either.
oh yeah.
There's Cajun back up there. I see him. Oh, maybe.
He's probably getting another one of those hamburgers.
I
It
bet.
looks
I
like,
would have got. Yeah, that looked good. Then that one earlier looked really good. There you go.
put your ears on, Caden.
A lame, I guess. There you go. He's back in the game.
Yep. Anthony, you're right. It lost a lot of its luster, but I do believe, like with any sport, it has its ups and downs. And I believe that, with paved, like asphalt racing, there's still a lot of hardcore people out there that would watch something if it goes right back to the basics.
I like the way they went back to. They put a couple of road courses like they did it in Daytona now. I like that, and I also like where they're letting them race on the dirt track. That one race a year too. So they're trying to get it back, and we'll see. I'm gonna keep following it. I've been following it since the early days, so I'll keep on. Like when they did the Charlotte Oval, that was a good thing. Now they've done it at Daytona too. They put a road course in there. At first it was just out in California and Washington when we had the road courses for NASCAR, but then go back, put these where I run through the infield on the road courses through the infield. It makes it a lot more interesting.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
my parents have a timeshare down in Daytona Beach, and we've been going there since I was maybe 6 or 7. Never once had a chance to see an actual Daytona NASCAR race. Been to the stadium multiple times, viewed like the tourist attraction type stuff there, but never got to catch an actual race.
You want to know what's really sad? My family lived in New Smyrna. We'd go to Daytona a lot.
Just across the beach from Daytona. Yeah.
Now, here's the funny thing. My uncle was the groundskeeper, one of the maintenance guys for Daytona International Speedway. I got to go on the track and, do things while they weren't racing as a little tour. And that was in '94. I have yet to be to a Daytona race.
Well, see, I'm about 53 years old, so I've been going to Talladega since the 80s when it was really roughneck. They tamed it down. What y'all go to now and see is nothing compared to camping out and being around roughhousing back in the day. So I'll just promise you that. So, but things have changed. But Daytona, you said New Smyrna, that's just up the beach, up A1A, just up the beach. We're about 15, 20 minutes up from the track. And I'm surprised, but Daytona's a good race to go watch. There's not as much camping at Daytona like at Talladega. Daytona doesn't have much campgrounds on the outside at all. And so you pretty much got to be in a hotel or somewhere close by. Let's get there early. Talladega, though, they can camp out 100,000 people on the outside of the track. It's a lot different.
It was always
I still love it. There ain't nothing like spending a whole weekend at the track. It's like a good camp out. And I've been doing it so long. You take, you ain't got to take a camper if you can't afford a camper. You just take a tent, you get your spot, and you camp out all weekend. Have a good time. Have a ball, and don't try not to get in no trouble. Like I said, I've had windshields busted out of my cars and stuff back in the old days when I was in high school going up there. But nowadays, we get our site set up at North Campgrounds. They got horses going around. They got enough patrol now. It's hard to really get in trouble up there unless you just really want to show your ass. Now, but it's a lot tamed down. I got some good videos on VHS back in the old days. Camping out at Talladega when we're sitting on I see some nice fights. I got some good titty shots. We used to just throw girls' beers and they flop their titties out for you. That's how it used to be. Can't do that no more. They kick you off the ground.
What, titty shots?
Yeah, they kick you off the ground if they see you doing it now. They escort you.
I saw a couple of them shots already, like on old TV, and they
Yeah,
censored them out.
yeah.
You know,
Well, see, Cajun
but
back in the day, we used to have a parade line like at Talladega, where you first turn off International Speedway Boulevard. It would wind around and come through turn 3 all the way up to the north campgrounds and back and circle back around. They'd let you cruise all night long, right? But this is back in the 80s, and so
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
so everybody would line up, and the guys line up. Everybody would have coolers of beers and the motorhomes lined up. You know, this because they wouldn't let you. You couldn't go to the infield till Sunday morning back in the day. That's just how it used to be. Now they let you go in there on Friday night because they want to keep all that congestion from all that crap happening. And so you got to reserve your spots on the infield. Now back then that wasn't how it was. It's a free for all till Sunday morning, and the first people in line could get to the infield if you didn't have grandstand seats. But so it's a big old party outside the track, right? So there's a cruising line, and so girls would come by. They pull up their shirt. You toss them a beer, you know, to pull up their shirt, you know. So it just get really rowdy all night long. And the longer the night, the more drunker everybody got, and the more violent, and they just couldn't control it like they do today. So, but now if you get caught doing that now, like if they see you like offering it or a girl pull up, they just kick you out. You're gone. You know, they get you out. You know, back then it was too hard to control. Man, I remember cruising around. I mean, if you got caught in the wrong places, they would get there'd be so many people around cars, man. Like if 4 girls get in a car and you know, and the guys are drunk, they surround the whole car. The car wouldn't be able to move. They start rocking the car to the girls show their tits. This is back in like 80s, you know,
Hmm.
82, 83, 84. I mean, I'm not kidding. I got some good VHS tapes of it. We got one that we saved from one year. We were sitting on top of the motorhome one night, and we happened to be filming. And this guy, they were in a convertible cruising the line, and he had a fucking knife, and he got out of his convertible with a knife, and they got in a fight. We caught a good old fight right in front of us. Yeah, they on VHS. And, but it ain't nothing like that anymore. I mean, that violence ain't there anymore. They got it controlled. But back in the day, that's why people don't understand what it really was like at Talladega when they say party at Talladega.
Yeah.
You see
Well,
that stuff now, like party on the boulevard. That they're doing that on the infield. All the old parties used to be on the outside of the track, and it still is today a little bit, but it's not near like nothing like it was back when we first started.
uh, I've never been to a NASCAR race, you know, and which I'm not that far from it. Okay, like
Talladega's about as big as
Talladega, and all. When I was living in Ballabatra, Alabama, you know, Talladega was north of me. I got invited one time, but I've never been to a actual NASCAR event.
well. I'll
But
tell you what. Once you
I've
get in,
seen, I've been racing myself, you know, in sprint carts, and but that was right there in Mississippi, right above the Louisiana line off I-55 in Pike County. Now I have some friends of mine that were real good friends with Dale Earnhardt
mhm,
Senior.
yeah,
Okay,
that's my buddy.
and
That's my
and
buddy.
and they were from Lafitte, Louisiana. Right now, I don't know the whole story behind their Peggy Sue and Powell's relationship
Huh?
and Peggy Sue's daddy with Dale Earnhardt. But Dale used to go down to their bar all the time in South
Yep.
Louisiana, and there was a deal made with look, y'all have lifetime, as long as y'all live or your kids live, uh, passes to Talladega. All right, and
When,
they were race car fans. Okay,
when,
I don't know what the deal was with them 3 or 4. Okay,
well,
but
I don't know. I've never heard.
they would have infield passes, compliments of Dale Earnhardt And anytime that there's an Earnhardt race like Dale Jr., if Dale Jr. is still racing, I have no idea.
What?
But they have infield passes to go to every race in Talladega.
I never heard that before, but when he comes, when the Talladega race would come around back then, it was they did the first one. It was in April, and then the second was in June. They've changed it around now, but it was a hot month. But anytime when Senior would come in, he would he would go hunting or fishing here when he would come in. They would go eat at this restaurant right off I-20 called the Riverfront Restaurant. Where it's right off I-20 on exit 77, but it's a restaurant that all the racers would eat there. But he would go hunting or fishing when he was in every 2 times a year he would come in here. Senior would, and but he was that's why we call this Earnhardt country. Because he'd always win the races here too, but that's why Talladega became known as Earnhardt country. But Bobby Allison and Davey, they were all friends, and they would go out when Senior was in town, But I don't know. I've never heard that story about what you're talking about down there. I'd have to know it. But what my main thing I wanted to say was, you talking about you never been to a NASCAR event. Forget about all the partying I'm talking about. I'm talking about outside the track or inside the track. But if you ever sit in those grandstands and smell that gasoline and rubber when they run around that track at 200 miles an hour, it's a feeling you'll never forget in your life.
Yeah. Well, now, like I said, I've never been to a NASCAR event, but I've been to a lot of track racing. Okay, like in Hight County Raceway. Down there, right there in Magnolia County, Mississippi. I mean, Pike County, Mississippi, which is Magnolia, Mississippi, is the city right next to it.
Well, TV would never
and it was an exhilarating experience those 2 times.
TV would never do it justice. If you're ever sitting there in the grandstand, TV would never do it justice. You can see it on TV all you want, and people wonder, why do you watch this? But if you've ever been to one, I've been to a bunch of them, but different tracks, whatever. But when you hear that rolling cars and smell that fuel and smell that rubber burning, boy, it's a feeling.
Yeah, well, we have the drag car racing over here at State Capitol Raceway, where the drag cars run. We got that. We got that right down the road from. Okay.
Hey, look at this, Anthony Robles. Juan Pablo Montoya.
Yeah.
He ran into the back of the wrecker at Daytona.
I remember when Montoya was racing. That was back in. I don't know if he's still racing or not because I haven't kept up with it.
He came from Mexico and moved up to NASCAR, but he's the one who ran into the back of that wrecker at Daytona that year and caused a fireball. We're under caution. He ran right in the back of the wrecker, I believe.
Okay, no, I don't remember that though.
Yeah. He ran in the back of the fucking caution wrecker truck.
I remember Montoya. In fact,
he's a good driver.
He was more trying to think when he got his first race.
Juan Pablo is he's an open IndyCar driver, and he tried to come up.
Right. Yeah, just like he was with IndyCars, and just like that girl racer. There was a girl racer for NASCAR.
Danica Patrick.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head off to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow. It's 1 a.m. here.
Yeah.
All right, Ken. Appreciate you coming in, bud. Well, I'll tell you what. My thoughts were right when I told y'all earlier.
It was a jet
I hear a water leak. When I said earlier, I hear a water leak. I got to go check on it. I went outside and we had been having all this rain the last few days. Dump and it's still sprinkling outside. I had to bail out with one of my Mardi Gras cups, my plastic Mardi Gras cups. I had to bail out my water meter basin, and I flipped my damn lid up, shine my flashlight in it, and that little red turtle was going crazy.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, oh man. So I had to
You
come back
good?
in the house. I had to
That's dollars going out the door.
I had to get my tool, I had to get my valve tool and shut the water off. I got a bad major water leak back there somewhere.
Hey, that red thing spinning was money going out the door, wasn't it, Cajun?
Boy, that ain't no shit. Yeah, well, I knew I had a little small leak, and I was gonna get Doobie to come tend to it.
Yeah.
And
I
I
believe
forgot about it. I forgot about it like I do. I had a stroke a while back. You
I
know,
know.
10 years
That's
ago.
what I mean. But
So
that
man, yeah, hey, when you get a $30 water bill, something's wrong over here. Something's wrong when you get a $30 water bill in my house. Usually it runs 20.
All right, y'all have a good night.
about 35
See you,
a
Eleanor.
month, basically. But but that thing's spinning. If you got a leak, man, you don't know about it, boy. And they read your meter and it's like $85. You go, what the heck?
Yeah, well, I can work with my water company. I had one leak a while back. 8 years ago, about 8 years ago, I had a water leak. Bad. I had a pipe bust.
Yeah.
Uh,
Was it
and it
between
was.
the meter and the house?
I had a pipe bust 8 years ago, and the water company worked with me on that. They cut it in half. It
What
was
they're
six.
what they're doing here now in Birmingham is they're offering all the homeowners an option to buy a water pipe insurance. So if your line busts between the meter and the house, you won't have to be responsible for it. The excess money that the water leaks.
Yeah, but
But
how
that
much does it
that
cost?
was about $20 a month to do that.
20 a month for the
Yeah,
insurance?
yeah.
Hell no. Hell
I
no.
don't do it either. No, I don't do it. I don't do
A
it either.
dollar a month. I'll pay a dollar a month or $2 a month for insurance. Okay, in
They want
case.
20 here.
No,
See,
no,
that's
no, fuck that.
the reason that's happening here in Birmingham. I don't know if you ever heard about it. The Jefferson County when they did that, where all that sewer scandal and all that bullshit went on. Where I don't know if you've ever heard about it. You can research it, but there's a big old scam that happened 10 years ago. Uh, the sewer, the Jefferson County officials and the sewer thing. It was this big bond money, and it was all compromised. It was all screwed up. There was illegal shit going on. So
Yeah.
we're in debt. They're in debt. Everybody's in debt. For that. So they're trying to.
Well, I'm glad my sewage don't
But
affect
I'm on the septic
my
tank, so I don't
water
even have to
bill.
worry about that. I don't even have to
Okay,
worry
yeah.
about that.
I only have water to deal with. Now, I do have sewage, okay? And that's only 12 a month.
Well, I'm on a septic
Flat,
tank, so I
flat
don't have
rate, flat rate, 12 a month for my sewage with my city. It don't matter how much water I use or
yeah.
anything.
Well, see,
Sewage
you're right.
is flat rate, $12 a month.
Let me tell you what they do here in Jefferson County.
Oh, I
If
know
you
what they do. It depends on how much water you
if you
use.
have
You
if you
pay
use
half of that in sewage.
it's more than that. In Jefferson County, if you use $65, let's say you use $65 worth of water, right? Then you gotta pay $130 in sewage fees. So your bill will be
Really?
$195 a month. Yeah, that's how that scandal was. I'm on a septic tank, so I don't have to pay sewer fees. But I mean, that's what it is. It's almost
That's
double.
wrong. That's
It's
wrong.
almost
See,
because
well,
they ripped us off. I mean, they ripped the whole county off, so now that's the only way they can make up for it to pay for it.
okay, where I used to live in Abbeville, if your water was $20,
Yep.
your sewage was like $9.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like not quite half. Not quite half.
Yeah. Well, if
Seven,
you
eight.
got a $45 water bill here or a $50 water bill, you're going to be paying $150 a month.
Oh boy, that's not right.
I know.
That's not right at all.
You know who the boy? That's when Siegelman was in. who's the other one? Scroochy had a little bit to do with it, and then all them boys that were tied up with him down in the. It's just it's the whole scandal. They got to pay for it back, and so that's why it's so high.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, them crickets, man. Them crickets are. Hey, Anthony, did you check your email? Oh yeah, them crickets are jungle bob. Hey, I actually kind of like the sound of those crickets. But you got a window open, Bob? Is your window open? Close your window.
It's not me. Hit one.
I know it's jungle. It's Bob. It's Bob. Close your window.
I ain't got my window open. I'll just cut my mic on.
Where's all them cricket sound coming from then? Hey, okay, unmute yourself.
I got an old computer. I don't know. Anyway,
So you don't hear no crickets where you at?
Yeah, I can hear a little, but that's just normal. I live out in the country.
Wait, okay, where's the sound of them crickets coming from? Because we hear crickets and grasshoppers.
I don't know.
We do, yeah, I'm serious. We do. We always did. Every time you jump up and you're live, you come up in my live stream, we always hear crickets.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I can just tell you, I don't know. Just you have to get used to them, or I'll mute my mic. I gotta go to the bathroom anyway.
Oh, okay. You gotta go to the bathroom. Okay.
But that's not the cricket. I mean, there's no cricket. I got a air conditioner going in this room. No windows are open.
Oh, because I told you a long time ago I hear crickets. You said, yeah.
Well, you might hear those out. I live out in the woods. I mean, but that'd be hard for this microphone on the computer to pick those up.
Well, I think it's your microphone that's doing something, or some of your settings. Some of your settings. That's why.
I've got like a computer.
Wait, hold on. That's why it's so hard for me to understand you, because you have a lot of background noise in your microphone. It's got to be in your microphone settings somewhere.
Well, I got a computer that's like from 1999.
Well, that don't matter. Adjust your mic settings.
Well, I might try that. Let me go to the bathroom first.
All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, you see? I don't hear anything anymore.
Hey, 710 in here.
Yeah, I see him. What's up, 710? What's going on, mon ami? Yeah, Juan Press was saying this a much maracas. Yeah. I was gonna say macharachas. Maracas going on. The Desi Ornez thing, you know? Yeah.
It could be computer noise too. That's interfering.
Yeah, I never thought about that. You know, if Deal Tech Guy would be in here, man, I have no idea, but it sounds like crickets, and I can't hardly understand what he's saying. Can y'all understand what he's saying half the time?
It's a little difficult.
Okay, thank you.
But it could be where, try to turn down the volume and see if that helps.
Yeah. Frequency feedback. Maybe, Anthony, maybe frequency feedback. Just like me, okay, when I'm on other people's channels, I put in my earphones, plug it in. There's none of that little bitty, because my mic is very sensitive on the laptop. So that's why I always wear my earbuds, especially on my live streams. I went back and looked in one of my live streams a month ago. Not even that. Yeah, yeah. I told myself I need to wear my earbuds. No, I know Juan Prats. I know.
I see Juan's comment.
Yeah. And he said, not me, Cajun. You know. No, Gary with the nail polish. No. What you mean nail polish? What's going on with that?
I have no idea.
Oh, Mr. Briggs is in the house. He said, couldn't it be his AC? Well, yeah, kind of. Kind of. I just think it's feedback from his microphone. I'm going to see when he comes back. I'm going to see if he has a pair of earbuds, you know, like I got, and see if he plugs that into his computer or laptop. I have no idea what he has. I'm pretty sure he's got a laptop because it's pointed right straight at him. All right, Bob, I got a question for you. Are you on a laptop? You have to unmute yourself.
Because if I unmute myself, I get crickets, remember?
Are you on a laptop?
Yeah.
You are?
You are? Yeah, I'm on a laptop.
Oh, you see? All right, well, you see, I hear an echo now.
Well,
Oh, boy,
I
yeah.
went to the camera mic and I turned on I went to audio. And then
I hear an echo.
Okay, well, I'll do the echo cancellation. What do you think about that?
I still hear the... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wow. Some of it's gone.
Well, that's about as good as I can get it.
Okay, now, do you have a little pair of earbuds like this?
Yeah, but I don't use them.
Okay, try that. Plug that in to your laptop. Put them in. And we'll see if that makes a difference.
I'll have to go outside. I think they're out there.
It don't matter if they... It don't matter what earbuds they are. It don't matter what brand they are.
You want me to plug in the mic, plug in the thing to see if I can cancel out the outside noise? So.
Yeah, these.
Yeah. I don't do that. I can't have nothing in my ears.
Well, just try it so I can see if that works.
I can just mute my mic and you can tell it that it will work.
Yeah, but no. What it is when you're talking, you can't mute your mic when you talk.
Right.
Because it's interfering with your voice. It always did ever since you came up in my panels. I can go in your live stream and guess what? We hear that.
Really?
And everybody else says that.
How's that sound?
Okay, hold on. Let me turn that up a little bit. Okay, try that again.
How's that sound?
Oh man, I don't hear no more crickets.
Really?
So
sure?
It's good on my end.
I have my mic. My earphones all the way up. I hear very little. I might hear one cricket, but that's it. Okay, talk again, Bob. Talk again, Bob. No, I can't hear you. Can't hear you. I see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Don't switch the camera. Just do something with your mic.
Yeah, I'll just leave it like that.
I hear the crickets.
Can you hear it now?
I can hear the crickets.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, look. Do me a favor. Put in a
I'm not going outside to get my earbuds, Mike.
Oh, you got to go outside or something to get them?
Yeah, because they're out there in my carport. I'm not going getting up to go get them tonight. I'll see if I can fix it like this. Hold on. I'll see if I can't fix it.
All right.
Hold on. I can fix it.
Oh, no music. No music.
Just hold on.
Okay, try talking. Try talking. No, can't hear you. Can't hear your voice at all. Can't hear your voice. Cannot hear your voice at all. Can't hear the voice. Nope, can't hear the voice.
You don't have to live with the code.
I can hear the crickets now, which we know it's not crickets.
What about now?
I can still hear crickets, and it's almost overpowering your voice.
What about now?
Same thing.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to tell you earlier, Bob. Get a pair of earphones, earbuds, and let's see if it makes a difference.
I can do this. I can do this. Can you hear me now?
Oh, boy, them crickets overpowering your voice big time. That is loud. That is loud. Okay, well, yeah. No, can't hear you or the crickets. Nope, can't hear you. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to end the stream. I'm not going to fight this anymore, and it's almost 12:30 at night. So, everybody, as always, love, peace, crackling grease. I'll catch y'all. Plutai. I'm out.